Hi there, my name's I'm the senior instructor at Archer's Blue Car Driving School, and today we're just going to be doing a little bit of vehicle maintenance. We're going to be changing two light bulbs on our car. We're going to be changing a low beam headlight and a signal light. One of the ways that we can figure out if our signal light is burnt is when we activate the signal in the direction that it's burnt. The green arrow is going to flash super fast. That means that the signal light is burnt out. Could be your rear or your front one, so then you have to go and check it out. As you can tell, the tail signal light is still working, and it is flashing quicker than usually when both signal lights are not burnt. So that means our front one is burnt out. The first step to change the light bulb on your car is to check, first of all, if you can actually reach it without taking out the headlight assemblies. Sometimes there might be enough room between the battery or the air filter or fuse box components where you can actually reach the light bulb without taking the headlight assembly off, so that's a big bonus. In this case here, I do have to take both light assemblies, so we're going to be changing the single light on this side here, and we're going to be changing the low beam headlight on this one right here. So to do that on this car here, you basically need a screwdriver with a Phillips tip or cross tip, depending on how you want to call it, and a 10mm socket. Pretty simple, just three things to take off, so I'll just demonstrate quickly. So basically here, I got one here and one on top. So basically, there we go, counterclockwise. So I take off the slack, I can take it off my hand. Really important, don't lose the screws. Best place to put them is most likely either in your pocket or somewhere nice and flat where you can see them. That's one. Number two. And lastly, I need to take off the screw that's right there. And then I can now take off the assembly. Okay, so to pop out the assembly, it's pretty simple. Once you have all the screws and bolts out, basically you need to just grab it, pull it out. But you also got to be aware that there is a wiring harness that's usually connected to the headlamp. So what you want to do is, if you have to pull it right off, sometimes you can get away without having to pull everything off just to access the light bulb. You need to disconnect the wiring harness. I'm going to dig in there. And yeah, got it. So now I just have to wiggle it out. There we go. And now we got the assembly out. So now to take out the light bulb, so in this case here I want to take out the top right one as I'm looking at it, so the light bulb that's right here. So I basically just need to access this guy right here. And there you go, light bulb. Change it. I'm going to take it out, figure out what type of bulb it is. So this one has two prongs, and I do have a few of those that are around the house that I grabbed earlier. So I'm just going to replace it. I'm going to insert it back here. Make sure that she's solid, it's not going to fall out. Put it back in the cover. There you go, it's back into assembly. Give it a little tug, make sure it's good to go. And here is also where the wiring harness goes in. So I'm going to put it back in. Clip it in place, make sure she's aligned with all the holes. Good to go. And now just put the wiring harness back in. And once it's done, we will test it out. Yeah, wiring harness can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. There we go. I got that nice good click. So I'm just going to go turn on the headlight and see if we were successful in changing a light bulb. And there we go. Good to go. Single light is good to go. So now I just gotta put everything back together, and then we'll change the low beam headlight on the other side. Okay, so now that I've taken off the other light assembly, so now I'm going to replace the low beam headlight for this assembly. So the low beam is actually right in this cover right here. So the reason I'm wearing gloves is anytime that you're dealing with halogen lights, you should never touch them with your bare fingers, because the oil from your skin can actually cause the light bulb to burn out faster than it would normally. So it's always a good thing to wear gloves when you're dealing with those. So we're just going to remove the cover like so. And inside here is the actual bulb, and there's a little place where the connectors just clip in. So I just got to untwist this and wiggle it out, and there's our burnt out bulb. Now I'm going to take out the replacement bulb. So I still haven't the packaging. I just reopened the packaging to make things a little bit easier. And again, I'm really careful not to touch the actual glass part with my fingers. So I'm just going to line it up, get her to sit in nice. There we go. And now when I twist it in, I'm going to make sure that the contacts are lined up, make sure it's good to go, and replace the cover. And there you go, we changed a headlight bulb. So again, I'm just going to next put the cover back on. It's good. Put the headlight assembly back in, and earlier we couldn't see the wiring harness, but there it goes. So I'm going to be putting that back on, and then we'll test it out. Yeah, everything is lined up. Perfect. So here we go. We have a perfectly good working low beam headlight now. As you saw, changing a light bulb on a car is not that difficult. Just like you wouldn't call a electrician to change a light bulb at your home, you shouldn't necessarily go to a mechanic to change a light bulb. Save a little bit of money that way. Hope you enjoyed your video, and yeah, thanks for watching.